Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us. Following up on one half of the biggest event in FTW history, welcome to Night 2 of FTW Mania! Last night, we had a crazy turn of events, new talents signed, a platinum guarantee awarded, and tonight, things roll even faster and the stakes are even bigger. Let us get straight to the action, where we will open tonight's show with a triple threat tag team match for the recently vacated FTW Tag Team Championship titles. We will have a new champion at the backside of this encounter between the Elite Alliance, the Sweet Brothers, and the Highway Hellraisers.
FTW, it's finally time for the Elite Alliance to show you all that we are the most dominant faction in FTW today. And we're gonna do that as Chaos and Hodgsome beat the hell out of Big Sweet and Little Sweet, two guys that I have a long checkered history with, two guys that I still have some scores to settle. And when we beat the hell out of these sweet sisters and we become your new reigning FTW Tag Team Champions, none of you will be able to deny any longer that FTW's most dominant faction has always been and will always be the Elite Alliance. Now what you got for him, Hodgsome?
Thank you, partner. Well, it's always been a dream of mine to take out Big Sweet and Little Sweet. You see, ever since I've seen them bumping their gums in Revolution about how they're the best, nobody can stop them. Hodgsome can do it. Hodgsome will do it. Chaos has done it and will do it again. You see, I'm not scared of you, Sweet Brothers. Everybody else might be, but Hodgsome is not. Hodgsome and Chaos, the Elite Alliance, is going to prove to you and everybody in FTW that Elite Alliance is not one to be fucked with. And we win these tag team titles, we'll prove it. Oh, Chaos. We're forgetting somebody, right?
Well, that's right. I did completely forget that the Highway Hellraisers are in this match. But really, should that surprise anybody? Should it surprise anybody because I have more wins against them both collectively than they both have wins in this organization entirely?
I can't argue with you there, partner. Why, oh why, are the damn Roadkill brothers here in this match? Who let the Godwins in FTW? You got a lot of growing up to do, a lot of thinking to do, and a lot of winning to do to get on our level. And you're damn sure not taking the FTW Tag Team Championships, because that, friends, is reserved for the Elite Alliance. Because going forward, me and Chaos, we're not leaving nobody unturned. We're gonna kick everybody's head in.
I mean, think about it, FTW. Highway Hellraisers, the Sweets, 4 guys individually not as good as Hodgsome. 4 guys individually not as good as Chaos. And then you put us all in a team setting. And you all know that the Elite Alliance has shown time and time again that we are a united front. There is no team that is more of a well-oiled machine than the Elite Alliance. Highway Hellraisers, Sweets, do you even understand how much trouble you're in?
No, Chaos. They don't understand. They don't understand what they got themselves into in this match. The Sweet Brothers are nothing more than a pipe dream. You see, they tag up and they think they're good, but the fact is, they hate each other. They can't stand each other. They're brothers that egos are busting out of their brains.
Now, you know what I could tell you about Big Sweet? You know, first let me tell you about something that I pride myself in. You see, I'm always trying to reinvent myself, trying to show somebody something new. I'm trying to show everybody how creative I am by bringing new things to the table as a promo artist. Is that what Big Sweet does? No. Debut match, this match, it's the same fucking thing. Sitting on his ass, pointing at the camera and yelling like an old man in a nursing home that's pissed off because he didn't get an extra cookie on his tray at lunchtime. And you know, I would tell you the same thing about Little Sweet, that he hasn't evolved either, that he is exactly the same as he was from his debut match to how he is now, but I can't say that about Little Sweet. And make no mistake about it, I'm not saying that he's improved and he's evolved. It's more like the opposite. He's devolved.
And devolve is putting it nicely. You see, Little Sweet used to be on top of his game. Little Sweet used to be one of the best in the business. Until he got in his big brother spotlight. Now, he's just a doormat to Big Sweet. He's in Big Sweet's shadow like you've never seen before. And they think if they team up, that they're something special. You're nothing special at all. You've never been anything special. You see, it's funny they call themselves Big Sweet and Little Sweet because
every time he gets on screen, he sounds a little bitter.
Highway Hellraisers. I mean, just look at him. Is that who you want to be your tag team champions? Somebody that looks like they came straight out the trailer park. Somebody that's not on our level. Highway Hellraisers, Sweet Brothers, both of you jabroni ass tag teams are gonna learn tonight at FTW Mania that the road to them tag team titles ends here and now. And Hotsome and Chaos are gonna kick your ass all around this ring. Now tell them, Chaos.
You see, these four fools were never on our level, whether it's in singles competition or in tag team competition. FTW, we keep on telling you, but no one seems to want to listen. The Elite Alliance is taking over FTW. And that's going to become very apparent when we walk away from FTW Mania as your new reigning tag team champions.
See, when you're with the Elite Alliance, there's only two things guaranteed in FTW. One is the Elite Alliance will hold all the gold.
And two, the Highway Hellraisers are going to get absolutely embarrassed in this match. Because forget all the talk about weakest links like so many generic tag teams like to do. This is the weakest tag team in this match. Hell, I think they're one of the worst tag teams in FTW, period. Makes me wonder how they made this far, how they made it to the finals to get into this match. I started thinking maybe they're greasing the palms of the judges a little bit. But then I remind myself of how they look and how they dress. I'm pretty sure they're homeless. So I know they don't have the budget for that. Maybe they're greasing something else, but we're not going to get into that. This is all you need to know, FTW. When this match is over, someone might need to check on Rig, because we're going to slash all 18 tires of his truck and send his ass back to the employment line where he belongs. And Heathen, well, he might be fine because he's very used to getting his ass kicked by me. In fact, I beat the Heathen so many times.
And Chaos's boot is still hanging out of Heathen's ass. My boot's in there too somewheres. Highway Hellraisers, Big and Little Sweet. Just know, after this match is over, you can move to the back of the line. Both of you jabroni-ass teams don't have what it takes to be on the same level as Elite Alliance. You'll find that out very, very shortly.
And that's not awesome?
That's the FTW Tag Team Champions, the Elite fucking Alliance.
Cause this is now. Can I change tomorrow if I can't change today? This is now. If I control myself, I control my destiny. This is now. Can I change tomorrow if I can't change today? This is now. If I control myself, I control my destiny. What I've seen and what I've been through has made me who I am. There was a time in my life.
Good people of the FTW, the premier promo league. Heavy may be the head, but watch what's about to go down. The Brothers Sweet are going to show you exactly how to tilt that crown. Ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it. Me and my brother are the only team in this match that can lead and dominate this division in the same manner the Lifeblood did. Hell, the four of you probably couldn't lead a fucking marching band if we came with instructions. Chaos, go ahead and save your breath and the history lesson for somebody that wants it. We all know how dominant you can be when you have a title. Newsflash, nobody cares. Hodgson, do me a big favor. Once you're done trying to convince yourself and everybody else what a tough guy you are, just say the line so both your fans can be happy. Honestly, I for one hope you and Chaos yell at each other till you're blue in the face or you both go hoarse again. Either way, I don't care. And how in the hell could I forget about my least two favorite skid marks on the underwear, the promo world, the highway hellraisers, Rig and his hetero life mate, Heathen. How the hell are you doing? Actually, I really don't give a fuck, but I do hear you're pretty hot right about now. But then again, so was that neatly coiled pile of shit my dog left on the neighbor's front lawn. Eventually, just like that turd, the two of you are going to dry up and stop stinking. What do you think, brother?
You want to know what I think? Well, I took a survey, and it says the Elite Alliance sucks. And I agree. Now, if memory serves me correctly, Hoxum, last time you and I were involved in a tag team title match, you lost. In Chaos, the only time we went one-on-one, I beat your ass. So what do either of you think is going to happen this time when not only are you dealing with a motivated little sweet, but this time I have my brother by my side? Now, Highway Hellraisers, you two have been thorns in my side for far too long. Tonight, fate has dealt you a very bad hand, Rig. Aces and eights, the dead man's hand, is what you hold. Nothing but pain and agony of a loss awaits you at my hands. Now, speaking of losers, what's good, Heathen? Now, FTW, this is a man I once beat so badly he left that organization altogether. And after I stomp your ass yet again tonight, you can take a big hydraulic suck on Rig's tailpipe and get the fuck out of our division. Isn't that right, my brother?
Oh, my brother, how right you are. But let me tell you exactly what I see when I look at the four men that stand between you, me, and our destiny, our birthright. Rig, you're nothing but a white trash kangaroo. And Heathen, you're just some regular run-of-the-mill, crazy-ass white trash. Neither of you pose a serious or legitimate threat to me and my brother. So I'm going to move on. Hodgson, you look like a Cajun chipmunk. And Chaos, for some reason, you put me in the mind of an old, angry, always disapproving, know-it-all owl. Now, I could break all four of you down like a double-barrel shotgun, but I will save myself the time and breath and just compare you to what I really see when I look at you. A bunch of Louisiana swamp rats. And you boys should know, the only good swamp rat is a dead one. All they can do is destroy. So not only are we going to stop you from destroying this division, we are going to put all four of you down. Because I hear the state of Louisiana is paying $6 a tail. So not only are we going to be leaving here the new tag champs, we're going to be getting a $24 tip for doing it.
White trash and chipmunk are accurate descriptions of them, big man. Here's another one. Absolutely fucked. Because all four of you need to know birthrights and destiny are things you don't fuck with or overcome. At the end of this match, when it's all said and done, we'll leave you all laying in puddles of your own piss and blood. And it's then you will know this division is in very capable hands. We will run it for as long as we see fit. Chaos knows this because both me and my brother have proven many times over he don't have what it takes to get the job done when it comes to us. Hoxum, what can I say about you besides you want to lay in the dirt with a dog like Chaos? Not only will you wake up with fleas, we will treat you just the same. Now, Rig, Heathen, me, and the big man are going to enjoy shutting the two of you up more than the big man dislikes that prick Chaos. Neither one of you can hold a candle to us as a team on your best day. And quite frankly, The both of you are beneath me and my brother, a fact that will not change here tonight.
My brother, these four guys are so far below us, the only way anybody's ever going to find them after tonight is if the FTW Board of Directors buys them all some brand new grave markers. Now, the wart on my ass known as Chaos has a record of 3-1. His partner, Hodgson, is 7-4. That's not bad, not great, but very respectable. Here's where it all falls apart for the two of you. You two have done nothing as a team outside of War Games. We all know what a clusterfuck that was. Me and my brother have 40 years of experience together as a team. What threat do you really think you pose to either of us? Rig and Heathen have an unblemished record as a team. On their own, it's a different story. Rig has 2 wins, 1 loss. Heathen, on the other hand, has 2 wins and 5 losses. Kind of sad and pathetic if you ask me. Like, what the fuck are the two of you even doing here? By myself, in just 6 matches, I have 6 wins with 4, counting 4 successful Turbulence title defenses. Not only is that awesome, but with my brother by my side, you are looking at your next, no, fuck it, your new FTW Tag Team Champions of the World. Now, my brother, go ahead and finish them off.
It will be my pleasure, big man. Don't worry, I got this, Hotsome. You may be a big star, but that's in a prediction league. And if you ask me, that's like bragging about being the best student in a class full of people that pick their nose and eat it. Chaos, you should have kept your ass in the land of the nerdy outcast. Let's be real. You don't need Hotsome to predict the two of you are getting your asses kicked here tonight. You just make sure to write that down in your history book, bitch. Heathen, you are an incendiary to some, but here you don't cause a spark. Me and my brother are grave diggers and flamethrowers. We can rage like a mighty inferno, scorching the earth you and your partner stand on. Rig, all you do is eat, sleep, and talk shit. At least the rest of us in this match know what it's like to be a champion. But as long as you are facing me or my brother, you will never get a chance to know what that feels like. So do us all a favor. Take your partner, those other 2 assholes, load them into the rear of that rig, and take your asses back to old McDonald's farm. Maybe y'all can help sell a few more notebooks and throw pillows. The brothers sweet are done here. RYK, do what you do best, baby.
Hey, Bert, let's go. I've been drifting down that open highway, finger in the air, cause I do things my way. The next town's where I call home. Yeah. I throw a shot glass down in a light of a smoke, always raise a little hell, never do what I'm told. I was born with that whiskey in my soul.
Yeah. FTW. The Highway Hellraisers have made their way into the limelight yet again in another title opportunity. This time a triple threat against the Sweets and the Elite Alliance. I am America's Most Wanted. I am the incendiary white boy known as the Heathen. And tonight we go to war in this triple threat tag team match. Now, where do we start first? I'm going to start with the Sweets. Big Sweet, you and I have had our back and forth, and I know you're going to bring up that you beat me on a number of different occasions in a number of different universes. So, with that being said, a true champion suffers many losses because he has had his mettle tested. And on our way here, we have truly tested our mettle against some of the best in the promo world, whether it be here in the Roman, whatever, culture, fucks, whether it be those guys, whether it be tag tournaments, whether it be singles competition. The Highway Hellraisers have been on the biggest dominating spree ever. And this is but a footnote in our career as of yet. We'll discuss that more later. But, Little Sweet, you cannot tell me that your big filler words are not forced into your brain by your older brother, because there is no way that you have the flow nor the wordplay that your brother has. So you truly are the weak link in this tag team. And if I remember right, before you got with your brother, I had your number on a number of different occasions. But I am now going to pass to my brother and let him discuss a little bit more.
Thank you, my brother. Hell of an introduction to the Highway Hellraisers. It's me, the R to the I to the double G, the one and only Interstate Rebel. And you're right, my brother. Tonight, we go to motherfucking war. But I'm glad to see you throw the back down because, let's face it, we don't need no weapons to go up against the teams that we are against tonight here in FTW. Yes, brother, you made some very, very good points about the Brother Sweet. But you must not forget, we got some other chump of a team here in this triple threat. That's right, I'm talking about the Elite Alliance. Hi, Hodgson. How you doing, bud? You beat me by one damn point, and I know damn good and well that you're going to come out here and you're going to brag about it and act like it's some big accomplishment. You see, your biggest mistake was thinking in any way, shape, or form that I wanted to be like a sorry-ass piece of shit like you. No, I am me. I am always me, and I am the most unique motherfucker you will ever fucking meet. And you tagged with Chaos because you allow the weakest tag team in the whole tag team division, unlike some of the other ones, but one of the weakest nonetheless, to take out your strongest, a member of the Elite Alliance. And you picked up a masked, wannabe fucking lunatic named Chaos. Boys, you're in for something that you've never seen or experienced ever in your fucking lives. FTW, pay attention. Brother, take it away.
Thank you, brother. Yes, let's not forget the man and a half team known as the Elite Alliance. First off, Hodgson, you want to mention, I know you're going to mention that you beat my brother Ray. What happened to you over in WGP? Did I not just slaughter you not too long ago? You've been on kind of a shit streak here lately because you've been losing just about everywhere I've seen you. You didn't make it through the tournament with Haywood. You didn't make it, you're not going to make it tonight. You're just bouncing from tag partner to tag partner. It's kind of pathetic when you look at it. And Chaos, yes, bring up our history. You beat me in Universe. Don't give a shit. The point is, yes, you beat me, but I was still a rookie. I was still honing my craft and becoming better. Now that I am at the top tier talent that I told you I was going to be, I'm here to prove a point yet again that I'm going to come back and finally beat you, this time on the grandest stage of them all, and claim the FTW Tag Team titles, and finally begin to load up the brand new trailer that we have purchased to haul every bit of the gold that we're going to be having before the next couple months is over with, because we got title shots everywhere. What have you done? I've not really seen anything from y'all thus far. Y'all just look like you kind of got pitched into this match because the only real threat is the Sweets. And I've already addressed all that I'm going to say about the Sweets because it is about the Hellraisers. It is our time because we have proven that, unlike any of y'all motherfuckers, we were the first ones to step to the aid of Reverend Gimme Doe whenever he was beaten mercilessly for no reason by the era of reality. But this is only 8 minutes, so I'm going to have to pass it on back to the R to the I to the double G. Let's finish this off like we're supposed to.
The way to throw the heavy punches, my brother. But you know what? You brought up a good point. Speaking of the great Reverend Gimme Doe, he made a very good factual point. Where was the champion, the Turbulence champion, Big Sweet, when one member of the FTW roster, whether it be promo artist or not, it is still part of the FTW family, got attacked when he did absolutely nothing to fucking deserve it? You sit on your ass and didn't do a motherfucking thing. Little Sweet, let's face it, the only fucking reason you've gotten this far is because you're tagging with a champion, because we all know, and I've done proved multiple times across all promo fans, and I'm sure you're going to talk about that, the fact that you ain't got what the fuck it takes to even fucking be here, son. And the thing about it is, we stepped up. We stepped up to represent the FTW family like true champions did. Not Elite Alliance, not Brother Sweet, not any fucking body else. When them cheap-ass fucking thugs, Air Reality, attacked a man who puts over every promo artist of this FTW family. We were the one come to the aid because we stepped up like true fucking leaders do. And think about this, stats or not, Chaos, I know you're going to have to bring up how the fact I ducked and dodged you and then we finally faced up, you kicked my ass. So be it. Handsome, I've done addressed you a while ago, but to be a founding pillar here in FTW, you damn sure didn't stand up and take no type of leadership charge neither. When your brother got attacked, you addressed it one time and then focused on your platinum guarantee match and every fucking thing else, and you let them be and sit out there with them another time instead of being a man and stepping up and doing what a champion does. Neither one of you fucking teams deserve to be champion at all. Big Sweets, the only reason you got that Turbulence Championship, even though my brother almost 1 point away from kicking your ass and taking that gold to rightful leaders where it belongs, is because you haven't faced off against me in all of our promo career. No. You see, he left me for last because I'm coming in for the motherfucking kill. I'm destroying every fucking thing that y'all have ever fucking built. None of you amount to a man of fucking our caliber. None of you amount to an anthill pile of shit. You're the white specks on top, but guess what? It's still chicken shit. Where we proved why we belong here, why we belong in this title shot, why we belong in every title shot that we are facing as of late, whereas you two teams sit there in the fucking shadows and sit idly by waiting for it to be handed to y'all. With all that being said, FTW, Not So Elite Alliance, and fucking Brother Sweet, go back to your damn coward holes, go back to your fucking corners, and shut the fuck up and let the real men do the job. We're done.
Your winners, the Elite Alliance! And just like that, brand new tag team champions, the Elite Alliance, squeaking it out over the Sweet Brothers and the Highway Hellraisers. A new era has begun here at Night 2 of FTW Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take another opportunity at this time to spotlight our partner promotions. And tonight, the spotlight is on HSP, Heart and Soul Promotions, featuring in their matchup tonight, Mary Sue versus Prince Blackheart. Taking you now to get us ready for this encounter, the one and only Dr. Quack.
And thank you, RYK, for that wonderful introduction there. We have a big match here on FTW Mania, our HSP Showcase match. Mary Sue taking on Prince Blackheart.
These two are very strong competitors here in Heart and Soul Promotion. They're known all over the promo world. We're going to find out what they can do and represent Heart and Soul here at FTW.
Let's take it to the ring!
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
Hey FTW, y'all don't know me, my name's Mary Sue, and I'm going up against Prince Blackheart. With that being said, hey Blackheart, you remember me? We just had a tag team match, and you wanted to call me Mighty Mouse, but as I said, Mighty Mouse got things done. He was strong, so I'll take that as a compliment. And, you know, you really got to start speaking up a wee bit more, because half the time we can't even understand you in your hypes or promos. Just speak up a little bit for me, okay? Can you do that for me, hon? And speaking of the tag team, you know, Lifebore, your little tag team. It's kind of sad that your leader had to up and leave and made you the leader. But then you all of a sudden got a pup to come fill in to be your tag team partner. That's okay though. I may not have been 100% with that match because I was hurting so much, but I still stepped up and came to that match. As I'm doing here, I am stepping up and I'm bringing it to you. The real Mary Sue is coming out. So, with that being said, hopefully I can hear you this go around in the match. I hope so, and I hope the music doesn't play too loud, because I would really love to hear what you actually have to say instead of trying to guess what the fuck you're saying. And also, FTW, I know you don't know me, but my name is Mary Sue, and I'm from the South, and I am the first female in HSP. But don't y'all look down on me now, okay? Because I will be going far, and I will be showing that with Sir Captain, Blackheart. My first ever match in HSP was against Promo General, and I kicked her ass. So, I got a clean slate out of it. So don't count me out. You will be seeing a hell of a lot more things from me. And also, Blackheart, you could really stand to brush that hair a little bit. Maybe add some gel, because you're over there looking like Einstein. But, I'm sorry to tell you, but you ain't got the brains of Einstein. So, we may need to figure something out for you. I'm sure I can look up online. Maybe I can find some hair products for you, because you got that whole Einstein look going, and it's not very presentable, I gotta say. So let's see if we can get some work done for you. Okay?
FTW. It's Blackheart, Prince Blackheart. And it's the night of the match. You see, I'm up against Mary Sue. Mary Sue. I'm gonna do this with no music, nothing. I'm gonna do it with just my voice. Why? Because then you have no excuse to hear what I am saying and what I am doing. And if you can hear them bells ringing, that is what you're gonna hear going around in that brain of yours after I am finished with you. Because I am going to make them bells ring in your head. I am going to make you real unpleasantly sorry for facing me. You see, you say you're only little. But if you're under 5'5", does that make you a minion? Or does that make you a smurf? Because whatever way, I will lean my arm on the top of your head and use you as a post to lean on. Because, let's be honest, that is all you are capable of at the moment. It's being the post for people to lean on with their arm on your head and a drink in the other hand. And with that, there's not a lot else to say, is there? But I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to keep this running. Because Mary Sue, being a female, does not go to a point where it bothers me facing you. Because I am all about equal opportunities. If I got to kick your ass, I'll kick it. And I have no trouble in that. But don't say I didn't warn you that I am coming in this match. I am kicking your teeth down your throat. Because even at my age, my leg can reach that high. And just like your height, you're going to come up a little short.
Your winner, Mary Sue. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the HSP Spotlight match tonight, please join up at Heart and Soul Promotions on Facebook, where you can see more action similar to what you saw just now. But at this time, we continue things right along with Night 2 of FTW Mania with a special stipulation match. It is the animated Beaker taking on ZodiaK in a match where, should ZodiaK lose, this will be his last outing with FTW. Let's go to the action now.
Yo, it's me, it's CPG. Chosen One is dead. I am the ZodiaK. I've took these 6 to 8 months that I've been off as time to reflect. See, I'm not going to come out here and I'm not going to chat the biggest load of shit that you've ever heard in order to win. Now, I know what's on the line. You know what's on the line. The whole ZodiaK character, the whole ZodiaK persona, the whole ZodiaK in FTW, especially in the Promo League, could be gone by tonight, depending on how this goes. So I've took the last 6 to 8 months reflecting on my 6 to 8 year career, where I've been everywhere. RWPWF, a place called the SEFPL, WWPL, the FTW, the FTW Promo League, BWO. And everywhere I go, there's been a championship around my waist. From the Turbulence, to the Spotlight, to the UK. Absolutely everywhere I've went. I've been around the block a long, long time. So for me to come back and face somebody who's had, his second matches against me, it was a wee bit of a kick in the teeth. You see, we finally found somebody who's got a squeakier voice than the squeaky voice teen of The Simpsons. But, that's what happens when little kids come and try and fight with the big dogs. You see, a lot of people don't know, but because CPG and the ZodiaK have been gone from FTW Premier Promo League for so long, just the amount of damage that I can do. Everybody forgets the stuff with Last Man Standing. Everybody forgets the stuff with Flash when he came in and when he debuted. Everybody forgets the stuff with the Zealot. But more importantly, everybody forgets the accomplishments from everywhere else. You see, for most of you, and especially Beaker, and especially his buddy Casa B, you're only big here. You will only ever be big here. You can't branch out. For the last 6 years of my life, the last 6 years of Conal Gardner's life, the Chosen One CPG has played a big part. And finally, when Conal Gardner's life went to shit, when everything started happening time after time after time again, whether it was family passing, whether it was relationship trouble, whether it was everything else, who was there to save me? Not Beaker, not the Zealot, not the Premier Promo League, but CPG. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in this for anybody else. I'm not in this so Beaker could potentially get a second victory and say that he's beat the single greatest superstar that the PPL has ever seen. I'm in this for me. I'm in this as a point to prove to myself, as a point to prove to every single motherfucker in the PPL, every single motherfucker in the BWO, RWPWF, the Chosen One, the ZodiaK, whatever the fuck you want to call me, CPG is back. And he's going nowhere anytime soon. So let me put a warning to everybody, and especially Beaker, that regardless of whether the Chosen One, the ZodiaK, whatever you want to call me, retires tonight, he will never, ever be forgotten. If I retire, I will be in the Hall of Fame. I will go down as one of the most charismatic, one of the most ambitious, one of the single pillar points of FTW. But Beaker, but Casa B, can you say the same? Can you two say the same? That if tomorrow morning you retired, that anyone's actually going to give a shit? That anyone's actually going to care that you're gone? Because let me answer for everybody in the Promo League. The answer is no. The only reason you're here is because I was gone and they needed a ginger stunt double to fill my spot for a bit. But now I'm back, and I'm taking my seat at the head of the table. So you two can tuck your tail between your legs and get the fuck out of my show. Get the fuck out of my company and run far, run fast, because if I have to, I will hunt both you dogs down and I will kick the living shit clean out of you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for potentially the last time, your Chosen One, your ZodiaK, your CPG is out.
Can you hear that? That is 60,000 fans screaming us on. Because this is FTW Mania. Haywood and Wallace might be for the World Championship, but this is the main event. Boys, play my music. FTW Mania, the showcase of the Immortals. Hi. I finally get to make my opportunity in FTW, and this time it's no holds barred. Canal, I listened to you in those Chosen One Chronicles, and I've listened to what you had to say over the last couple of months in FTW. But you was away for 4 months. 4 months. and I was the one to pick up the ball and run. And what do you decide to do on the showcase awards? You decide to come back and you want the last ditch pass to score. That ain't fucking happening. I have had this company on my shoulders for the past 4 months. And now, in a street fight, you want to prove that you are the top star? Motherfucker, I'm going to do to you what everyone should have done to you when you lost that Turbulence Championship. Kick you out the fucking door. And now, you have to put your career on the line. You don't know what Beaker's going to do to you, because heck, this is Beaker's first official match. Beaker might be a lump of coal just now, but give him the opportunity, you put him under pressure, and he will become the diamond that he knows he can be. He will become the diamond in the crown jewel that is the FTW Premier Promo League. Now, Canal, when it's all said and done, and we say Auf Wiedersehen, you will hail the name. Because this is a Glasgow street fight, and we hail the 67. By the end of this match, when all is said and done, and Beaker gets that 1, 2, 3, everyone will be singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and they will be hailing the all animated that is Beaker.
Your winner, ZodiaK! A slim victory, but ZodiaK keeps his job here tonight at FTW Mania. Folks, moving along, the PPA has another Spotlight match for your viewing pleasure. We saw their Spotlight last night, and tonight is going to be an Inferno match between AEP and the Promo General. Let's go to the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Promo General here in FTW Mania, and I'm facing AEP in an Inferno match. But you don't see fire, that means serious talk right now. There's a written rule in my book. Never face the compadre. This is why I beat up Perch so often. Because I don't beat up people I like. I beat up people who I don't like. And I hate it. But that is not the point. The point tonight is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a group in PPA called Death Code Society. And I take this chance to reveal our newest member of the Death Code Society. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest member is AEP. That's right, the Showdown Champion is in our sight. And me, your symbol of legacy champion, take this time now and hand over the mic to AEP.
Thank you, Champ Promo General. Y'all think I'm gonna face my teammate? No. No. You know why? Me and you not face each other tonight? Because we are Death Code Society. We're gonna take over PPA because we want to. But I'll tell you something though, guys. Nobody gonna stop us. We are the dominated. And also, guys, y'all not ready for us. Y'all not ready. And now, I am a member of Death Code Excitingly. PPA Showdown Champion. A.E.P.
Ladies and gentlemen, in what people could describe as an act of bamboozlery, as you see the promo general setting up a ruse, getting AEP in on his end of the deal, this could very well shift the balance of everything in PPA. What effects will what we have just seen have on the upcoming event Promo Mania, April 30th? Take a look.
May I gather your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm very educated, yes, I'm very gentleman. Hope you take me seriously, trusting I do the best I can. Thank you for listening, aware of my opinions. I don't have an attitude, maybe a clean attitude. I'm not here to point at you, listen to my point of views. I'm just speaking my mind, any solution on what to do. Please don't shoot the messenger, Mr. Prime Minister. Real recognize, real, I'm speaking to the youth. I'm speaking to any. This one's for the mothers. This one's for the girls. Give up on each other.
Another special thank you to our friends over at PPA. Be sure to check out Promo Mania, April 30th. Coming up next, folks, is a grudge match of sorts as Death Nightmare takes on the recently injured TJ Michaels and his brand new tag team partner, Loki. Let's go to the action.
Caleb. American Nightmare. Really? The son of a plumber will be coming at your doorstep soon enough with a very, very nice slip of cease and desist at some point. But nevertheless, we have some business to discuss. You made a grave error of making an enemy out of TJ Michaels and myself. Which is, honestly, why would you do that? Why would you end things so quickly? You have talent. You're a brave boy. You have skills that not many will have. But you are not TJ Michaels. TJ Michaels is a prospect. He is a 1 in a million genetic superiority. Alright? He's divine. I helped make that man into a god. And then you decided to attack. We are not merciful. We do not barter. We do not get bribed. We take. We dominate. And I bet you're still wondering, who am I? Who am I? Just some random guy who asked for help. No. I am his family. And you tried to hurt my family. So, I'll be generous and tell him, don't kill him. Just make sure he knows his place. And when he's praying to whatever gods that he believes in, we will tell them, leave him on hold. Are you okay with that? Is that really how you want things to go? It's too bad. The gods are not in your favor. See you soon, Caleb. Have fun with your life. However may long it last. Preferably before the match happens. Au revoir.
Death Nightmare. What a bunch of bitches. You guys really think you have an opportunity at beating me? Beating Loki? Not a shot. At WrestleMania 38 Night 1, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes came back. At FTW Mania, the American Nightmare Caleb Bane is going down. I'm tired of you injuring everybody in this fucking company. You do not need to be in this company. You thought bringing Draven along would give you any kind of help? You have a mistake. Oh my god. You make me sick to my stomach. You really do. Loki wanted me to go easy on you, but I had to explain to him. You don't deserve mercy. You deserve death. Death without honor. You make me want to fucking spit on the floor wherever you stand. Draven, I have no problem with you, but you decided to fucking team up with that piece of shit Bane. You guys disgust me. And there's no way you guys can beat us.
TJ Michaels Loki. Call this a premonition. Call this the future. Call it what you will. Just now, after tonight's match, this is what you will see. You will see me standing above you, looking at your worthless, lifeless carcass. After I let the monster, the American Nightmare, destroy you. Destroy you.
FTW Mania is American Nightmare and Death Nightmare. We are facing TJ Michaels, the clown, a fruity in the glorious match at FTW Mania. I will bring anything belongs to the glorious match. I'll bring this and a stab. And so, as you this is what you two will be doing and do it. This is just me, American Nightmare. And Death Nightmare together, we work together as a team in a build armor match. The FTW Mania, this coming week is almost here. But FTW Promo League Media. I am coming for you, TJ Michaels. I will send you to hell. I'll send you to the hospital. You belong there. Didn't mess with me. Didn't mess with my partner. When we mess with you, you will be dead. You'll be in the hospital when I finish 2 of you crowds to the hospital. And I will do that. And the grudge match and the media, I will show you two who you are, losers and the clowns. And all real hours will be over, done with. We will put some blood on you, on the grudge match. We got some anger on you two. We will finish you and we will smash you. 1, 2, 3.
Consider this your last ride. You two don't belong in FTW. The only reason you have an opportunity at FTW Mania is because the American Nightmare destroyed you once, and management felt bad enough for you to allow you to seek redemption. Unfortunately for you, redemption is merely a dream.
Your winners, Death Nightmare! There will be no retribution for TJ Michaels on this night. Death Nightmare pulling out the victory here at FTW Mania. Folks, coming up next, we have a very special grudge match, the 8-minute death match between the White Raven Trent and the Young Buck Tyler Woodward. The hatred of these two is rooted so deep that it has crossed venues and calendar years. We have allowed them 2 extra minutes of time in order to get everything out on the table in this momentous event. And to play up the extra special nature of this encounter, let us take you to the introductions by Tony Schimmel. Tony!
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, hailing from the ROC compound, the White Raven, Trent.
I am the new last man standing Universal Champion.
Let's do this.
Trent and Maniacs all around the world, let me hear you now. Because tonight is the very best in promo entertainment. Tonight, the promo multiverse comes together for a 2-night spectacular. Tonight, Trentamania runs wild on Tyler. Tonight, Trentamania runs wild on Last Man Standing. Tonight, Trentamania gets to go home. So Tyler Woodward finally decided to grow a pair. and accept my challenge for FTW Mania. For over 200 days. For over 200 days, I have been living and breathing proof of a conspiracy. For over 200 days, there was a plan, a plot, to keep me out of Last Man Standing. And for 200 days, I nearly accepted defeat. In November of 2020, I debuted for Last Man Standing. I immediately made an impact when I challenged Tyler Woodward at Survivor Series. I wanted to move on to bigger and better things immediately off the bat, and what better way to do it than by attacking one of the biggest stars in Last Man Standing. But alas, it just wasn't meant to be. Not because I didn't fight hard enough, but because Tyler Woodward wanted to avoid that fight. The young buck at the time wasn't brave enough for what I could do to him. He had to bend the rules. He went against the guidelines that we had set, and he added a sixth man to his Survivor Series team, putting me at a detriment and eventually causing my defeat. So I kept fighting. I kept pursuing. I kept prevailing. Because you see, during that time, Tyler, he wanted to enact this policy. He wanted to remind everybody that he was at the top of the food chain. For as long as I can remember, ever since I stepped into Last Man Standing, ever since I stepped my foot through that forbidden door, Tyler Woodward has been a man of cowardice. Tyler Woodward is a coward. Tyler Woodward has used his power to place himself at the top of his little league. Ever since I can remember, Tyler Woodward has always held a championship of some form or fashion. He's a Grand Slam champion. I'll give him that. He has the accomplishments that can go on and on for days, but he never fought for them. He placed himself in those opportunities. He didn't think that he could make it, so he didn't think he could fight. So instead, he gave himself those opportunities, and he reminded everybody who he was by constantly giving himself opportunities. Super Cena! Super Cena! All Tyler Woodward has done is place himself at the top and remind everybody where their place is. If you don't fall in line, Tyler will happily remind you. And guess what? I wanted to fight. I wasn't like everybody else in Last Man Standing who would just begrudgingly accept Tyler as this tyrant. I wanted to make a difference. And so he wanted to start perpetuating this narrative that it should be anybody but Trent. But you see, it's not just about the fact that he wanted anybody but me as their champion. He went against everything about me. He didn't just want Trent as a champion. He wanted someone who wasn't anything like me. Because you see, I am the living and breathing example of hard work and dedication. I have fought for every opportunity I've had in Last Man Standing. Tyler Woodward doesn't know the meaning of the word fight. It eats him up inside that he's been handed everything. That he gets to just place himself into championship matches. Meanwhile, people like me, we fight for our opportunities and we get ourselves into these circumstances. Because you see, I fought to become Mr. LFS in the bank. I fought to win the Last Man Standing Universal Championship. I made enemies along the way, but you would have done the same thing in my shoes if you were constantly walking into work each and every day and told you will never, ever get to be in my position. You would constantly be belittled. You would constantly be talked down to. You would constantly have your mental health targeted each and every week because Tyler didn't want someone like you as their champion. He wanted to live in this little world and make believe that he had, where he could make everyone think that this was the best Last Man Standing could do. But I had to remind everybody that sometimes when you fight, those dreams become reality. Because Trent is the living definition of fighting. You cannot keep Trent down. You cannot kill Trent. He will always fight. And fight he did to get to where he was in Last Man Standing. Because Tyler doesn't like a fighter. Tyler can't accept the fact that I have constantly broke my back for everything I had in Last Man Standing. So he just tossed me out. He tossed me out like yesterday's news. He thought he could just get rid of me. He thought he could just forget I existed. He thought he could just scrub my existence from Last Man Standing. They didn't even have the decency to give me a phone call or text me and let me know that my services were no longer required. They didn't even have the decency to do that. I had to get a little Twitter notification on my phone that tagged me in a little thing saying that Last Man Standing has come to terms on the release of former champion TRENT, which surprised me because last I checked I was the champion, right? Turns out, not even that. Because you see, Tyler likes to be very loose with the rules because he will go ahead and give himself the advantage when it's at his own cost. But when it comes to someone like me, he's willing to break those rules. He hid behind that commission, that spineless little commissioner, TJ Michaels, or as I like to call him, Shorty D, and made him strip me of my championship, despite the fact I should have had a champion's advantage. Instead of being stripped of my title, I should have easily retained my title in a three-way draw. But instead, Tyler told him to get that title off of me. So that way I no longer had company property on me, and he could fire me from my Last Man Standing contract. Well, guess what? You made the mistake of releasing the wrong guy. Because for the past 200 days, I continued to do what I do best, and that is to fight. I continued to fight. I've continued to reinvent myself. I've continued to become a better person. And tonight at FTW Mania, at Trentomania, whatever you want to call it, tonight is the night where you finally accept your defeat. Tonight's the night where you finally accept the fact that you were scared of me, Tyler. Tonight's the night that these people finally find out the fraudulent practices of Last Man Standing. Tonight is the night that Trentomania comes home! And to all my Trentomaniacs out there who have been with me since day one, who wanted me to keep on keeping on, for every single one of you that has fought alongside me, thank you for the opportunity. FTW is my home, but Last Man Standing needs to be saved.
And his opponent, Young Buck Tyler Woodward.
Trent deserves this match against Tyler. And he deserves to lose it. Hi, Trent. That's right. Remember me, your best friend, your brother, the only man who stood beside you in LFS no matter what, and you threw it all away for a title that you held for days. You stabbed me in the back, Trent. I'm just here to repay that debt.
Trevor, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're able to get out of that hole the Army of One put you in. I'm so glad that you got out of that. But if I was to talk about the rivalry between myself and Trent, it fits into nice 4 chapters. Chapter 1 is quite happily named Barking Up the Wrong Tree. Trent called me out for Survivor Series 2020. When he called me out, he was like, I'm going to make a new title for Last Man Standing called the Last Man Standing Universal Championship. But I'm not going to do it alone. I'm going to have a team. I'm going to call them Team Trent. So he got his band of nobodies together. And then I had to pick a team for the MWO. And I had a team of people that I could trust. I had a team of people that I considered family. And we won. I became the first ever last man standing Universal Champion. And it was beautiful. It was great. I finally shut him up. I finally shut this dickhead up. He can go away now and do something else. But he kept barking up the wrong tree. He kept coming and coming at me. He kept coming and coming at me, complaining that there was some sort of thing against him. Anyone but Trent. So we fought at TLC. Me and him and 2 other people. And I won. Then, by hook or by crook, he won the Royal Rumble. And he got to WrestleMania and then lost again. But this leads into chapter 2. Success gets to a frail man. So, I had lost the last man standing Universal Championship to Trevor. Cool. I lost because of Cody fucking Rhodes. And Trent won the last man standing in the bank. He finally got something. He finally won something in last man standing, and he let the success get to his head. You know what he did? He stabbed one of his first class members in the back. Pretty much put the knife in his back and left him to bleed by cashing in on him. By cashing in on his best friend in last man standing to get to the last man standing Universal Championship. Stabbed him in the back. And he let the success get to his head. He let that success get to his frail mind. And he kept saying, management were putting me down. Management were putting me down. So he started calling out Dylan. He started calling out the last man standing commissioner Dylan. Start calling him out, and then, oh, the commissioner come up with the best thing. By putting him in a fatal 10-way. By putting him in the biggest match ever. When he put him in that match, he knew he was out of his depth. When he got put in that match, that mind of his, that frail mind of his started to crumble. It started to falter. And then he lost. Then, now we get to chapter 3, the final chapter of this story. Chapter 3. Why me, Trent? You see, Trent, you could have gone after the person that actually fired you, not me. The person that actually fired you. Oh wait, no, it was me. I'm the reason you got fired. I remember it now. Yeah, I'm the reason you got fired, Trent. You want to know the real reason? Is I was sick to death of you. I was sick and tired of you bitching and complaining. So I, as the powers of Last Man Standing, I made the decision to fire you. And you say, Tyler, why don't you just text me that I'm fired? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure that you were so humiliated that you were going to lose control. I knew you were going to get so humiliated, Trent, that you were going to lose control. You lost control of yourself. You lost control of who you were. That obsession with Last Man Standing controlled you. Controlled who you are. Because Trent, without Last Man Standing, who is Trent? Without Last Man Standing, who really is Trent A. Wilson? The real answer is a fucking nobody.
Your winner, Trent! Exercising his demons, the White Raven Trent gets the victory here tonight at FTW Mania. Wow. Coming up next, folks, we have the Vegabond, part of the Era of Reality, taking on Lonewolf Johnny. Let's go to the ring.
I gotta remind you that I run this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here at Promo Mania. Tonight we have a very special feature. It is going to be in the form of a killing joke. Vegabond versus Lonewolf Johnny. Johnny, I took a minute to study you because I love studying my opponents. That way I get a gauge for what I'm going against. That way I have a gauge for what I'm getting myself into. I had to take a minute to look at what you had to say, and frankly, I was kind of impressed. You kind of know your way around the mic, but you don't know your way around the mic enough to stop someone like me. Why? Because the way you carry on reminds me a little bit of William Shatner from the Twilight Zone. Actually, wait. No. It's like a poor, cheap, sad imitation of William Shatner from the Twilight Zone because you talk like this. If you really think I'm going to lose this match, you've got another thing coming. And you kind of dip your head down like those little toys, like the little bird toys that dip their head into the water. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, if a human's doing it, it's kind of weird because you're a human and humans aren't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. But you're just a strange bedfellow. You don't have what it takes to beat me. You may know your way around the mic, but not enough to beat me. No. And I'm just going easy on you. I'm not even trying with this. And the way you look like you eat meth for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't look like you eat anything else. The way you act reminds me of somebody who just got out of rehab. That's what it looks like to me. And I know what you're going to say, and I know what you're going to do. You're going to try and poke fun at me, make your jokes. Sadly, your jokes have no punchline. In fact, every word you try to speak, it's going to take you 20 seconds to get to the next thing, 30 seconds to get to the next thing, so on and so forth. You know the message. I've lost twice, but that's okay. I'm still on my mojo. I'm still on a freaking roll. Unfortunately for you, they put you against me. They thought it was a good idea. Management thought this was a good, brilliant match idea. Not even realizing that you don't have what it takes. Not at all. And I'm not even done yet. It's only been 3, maybe 4 minutes. Here's what else I have for you. This lead pipe. I like to keep it with me at all times. Because I never know when I'm going to use it. That's how I work. That's how my mind works. That's how the Vagabond works. For you, Mr. Lone Wolf, that's a contradiction. That's weird. Why are you the Lone Wolf? Somebody tell me why this man is a lone wolf, because usually wolves have a pack. Unless he has become such an unlikable person that he can't get a pack. Or no one is ever going to recognize him as a true alpha. No one is ever going to recognize him as a true man. That's it! By Jove, I've got it! No one sees you as a man. No one sees you as an alpha. Everyone sees you as Lonewolf Johnny because you thought it sounded cool. You thought it was going to be something to get you over. When in reality, you're just walking and running around like a wounded duck with your little microphone, with your weird voice, with your terrible jokes, your terrible punchlines, your terrible mic work. Oh yes, I said your mic work was terrible because I literally lied to you. I don't think you're good. I think you're trash. I think you're at the top of the garbage heap. I don't think you have what it takes to beat me. Because unfortunately for you, it's hook, line, and sinker for you. Unfortunately for you, I've had you dead to rights from the start. Because I studied you. I had a smile on my face because this is who I'm dealing with. Lonewolf Johnny. What is this, Saints Row? This was over before it started, my friend. Hey there. Take care. Goodbye for now. And just be lucky I didn't put on the mask. Because if I did, you'd be dead.
Ladies and gentlemen of FTW Mania, how's it going? Now you see, I'm going against former WWE superstar Swerve. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see. God damn it. They gave me the wrong script. I'm going against the Vegabond. Well, then again, he does look like Swerve, so I'm assuming that's why it sets... Oh, wait. My bad, it does say Vegabond. So, Vegabond, in here, in this lovely script of mine, it says that I, Lonewolf Johnny's gonna whoop your ass at FTW Mania because
I seek redemption from what happened at the final Race for 3 match between me and Austin Wild, where Austin Wild, you should have lost. I should have had that moment. I should have been able to get the FTW Mania title match against Sweet. But no. Instead, you got my moment. Mr. Vegabond, you, sir. If you thought that COVID was going to take me out of action, then sir, you are terribly mistaken, because even though it's taking me out of action for 7 days, you know what I did? I made that bitch tap out, and I made it my bitch. And you, Vegabond, is exactly what I'm going to do to you at the FTW Mania. The WrestleMania of all manias. You and I are going to step in that ring, and we are going to tear the house down. See, I made sure that I had the script this time, because I've been going off script this entire damn time. Vegabond loses to Lonewolf Johnny via tap out. Okay, that works. Ooh, okay, yeah, that definitely works out for my favor. You see, not only am I going to prove to FTW that I should have been in that title match, I will prove everybody that I'm not some low weakling, bottom of the barrel trash. Austin Wild, if you win that Turbulence Champion gets Sweet, I will come for it, and I will go directly against you, and I will take that title away from you. Mark my words, Austin Wild. Or should I call you Toxic Wild? Or Austin Toxic? That sounds better. But you see, it seems to me that FTW still thinks I'm at the bottom. But when it comes down to FTW Mania, I will show everybody that they were wrong. If COVID can't keep me down, none of you will keep me down.
Your winner, Vegabond! An impressive victory at the biggest show of the year. Vegabond pulls this one off. Ladies and gentlemen, last night we showed you one of our newest signings in Kenzo Blackheart, and we promised you a high-profile individual making their way into FTW Premier Promo League. Right now, let us take you to our newest signing, as introduced by Hodsom. Hodsom.
FTW, this is Hodsom coming to you from the biggest event in the world, FTW Mania, to bring you some of the biggest news ever to break here in FTW. Hodsom, a proud member of Elite Alliance, has something to say. My brother has something to say too. Take it away, Knighton.
Within the coming weeks,
of not only here in FTW, but in the Elite Alliance. You will see a chain reaction unlike anything you've ever experienced.
Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. You see, Elite Alliance was created based on a foundation. A foundation unlike anywhere else in the promo world. And me and my brother Knighton, we know exactly what that foundation is all about.
And the foundation that has been laid before us was built by this man, while the 4 members of the Elite Alliance just built the walls, based on brotherhood, unity, strength, and destruction.
What FTW has done is find one of the greatest promo artists of all times and signed them here in FTW. Well, hasn't signed yet. What I have here in my hand is a lucrative contract that nobody in FTW has ever seen before. And I'm going hand deliver it. I want everyone in FTW to take a good look. Because this is going to be the end of every single career here in FTW.
But you see, what I hold in my hand is the exclusive contract for this man. At FTW Mania, this man will sign this contract and be known as a member of the Elite Alliance. Welcome to your worst nightmare. Ah, look who's finally here. About time you joined us. It was only just a matter of time. Here's your contract. Just sign on the dotted line, and the Elite Alliance will be in control.
FTW, I am here. Your creator is here. And remember, before we go forward, that we see all and know all.
And oh, good God Almighty! That ain't awesome! That's the Elite Alliance!
Ladies and gentlemen, Trey Davis, the creator himself. This is the first time in my memory that a de facto owner from one company has come into another one in order to compete. The Elite Alliance has just gained the biggest piece of muscle they could muster, and the implications and the consequences of this are something that I don't really even wish to entertain right now. Huge development here at FTW Premier Promo League. Right now, we need to move on to our next match featuring the young gun Steven Faison, who until just last week had no matchup for this event. He laid out an open challenge which was answered by the OG Bossaline, making his first appearance for FTW Premier Promo League on the biggest event that they have. This one will be a matchup for the ages. Let's go to the ring as we watch the young gun Stephen Faison take on the OG Bossaline.
OG Bossaline, OG double OG, OG triple. Look what the cat done drugged. And let's skip the fucking pleasantries, because I know you and you know me. And you want to come and dance in my house? As a shot caller and as an OG shot caller, I think you should understand that house money always rules. And let's get into some motherfucking ground rules while you sitting in my motherfucking house. First off, when you come to my door, make sure you take your shoes off, because I want to make sure you ain't tracking no mud through my shit. Secondly, when you step in the house, make sure you speak to the motherfucker running it. When you say anything, make sure you're acknowledging those 3 little words that you're a little too familiar with. Rule number 3. And this is the most important rule. When you fuck with the young gun in the house that he's built, he is liable for any damage he causes towards you. You see, I did this for a reason, boss. You've been running around the promo-verse claiming that you kick the era of reality's ass when newsflash, you haven't seen the full reality yet. You get a glimmer, you get a taste, you get a little smidgen of what you think the reality is when newsflash, it's a motherfucker with a Glock standing behind you the whole time. And hopefully, after this ass whooping you receive today, you can go call some shots and get some revolutionary ideas and tell the rest of the motherfuckers, if they come over to the house that the era of reality has built, they will get shot the fuck down. And you see, boss, this matchup tonight at FTW Mania is symbolic. That clip I just showed you is symbolic. It is the passing of the torch from the old decrepit guard to the new improved breed of promo superstars. You see, I had to make an example out of you, Bossaline, to show no matter where I am, if it's home here in FTW or if it's anywhere else, the young gun is a force to be reckoned with. And remember this, Bossaline, no matter if it's the young gun or those 3 infamous letters, EOR, it will always spell EOD, the end.
Whoa, well, ladies and gentlemen of FTW, you know, I love this place. It's so much going on, so much energy. But why am I here? I heard somebody bumping their gums, bumping their gums, right? And he had the audacity, the mitigated gall, and his call out to try to sneak a reference in, So you wanted the boss. You wanted the OG. You wanted the boss. You wanted OG Bossaline. Well, Young Gun, you got him. And see, if you didn't notice different from the rest of the promos, my environment's a little different now. See, I'm out of that confined environment that I was in. The boss is back home, which means the boss can be as violent, as rude, and as much of the boss as he can be. See, but as you have not been paying attention, the boss has been doing major moves, making major business deals. And now I got to come back and deal with somebody like you. So, Young Gun, let's say it like this. I know you're part of the EOR, and EOR means EOD. So, let me get these letters correct first, right? EOR. Everybody's only refuge equals EOD. Entry or departure. Okay. But see, no matter what your letters mean, whatever it stands for, it doesn't stand like this. You see? You know the name. You knew who it was when I came in the game. I'm a shot caller. I am the OG Bossaline. I am a multi-time champion. Tag, singles, it don't matter. I've been a champion. And if you don't, why don't you go ask your tag team partner about me? Go ask Mr. Wallace about the boss. And he'll tell you exactly how much problem the boss really is. But see, that's not even the purpose. That's not even the reason I'm here. Hold on. Message. All right. But anyway, the reason I'm here is because of you. You wanted to make your name. You wanted to make yourself famous. So you chose the best. You chose the Undertaker of the promo world. Why would you do that? Why would you choose somebody like me? I could be as deadly or as calm as they want to be. But right now, I'm going to tell you, you caught me at an easy day. You caught me at threat level wolf. So we're going to give you threat level wolf promo. But it's still enough to lay you down. Because see, Young Gun, I done watched what you done did across the promo world. I watched you go in the promo fed, and your first match, you know, that tag team match where you tag team with your tag team partner. So it was the EOR versus a team that got put together like 20 minutes before the match. Hey, Young Gun, tell me what happened. Oh, you don't want to tell me? I'll let the rest of the people know. You got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped by a makeshift tag team. And what you do? You made an excuse. That's what the Young Gun do. But what did the boss do in his tag matches? Oh, right, that's right. I'm about to get ready to compete for the tag team championships. Why? Because that's what a shot caller do. We call our shots every freaking time. You'll learn how to do that one day. Maybe I'll teach you. But right now, the only lesson you need is humility. Because you've been out here, you've been doing everything right. You've been out here letting everybody know who the Young Gun is. But then you stepped out of your pay grade. You stepped to boss level. And when you step up to boss level, that means you get higher competition. And that ain't something that you was ready for, Young Gun. I'm not saying this is a small pond, because FTW is huge. Got some major names. Like me personally, I'm keeping my eye on the title match between your tag team partner or a member of your stable, Mr. Wallace, when he goes against Hollywood Haywood. See, that's an interesting match. Why? Because for the boss, that means I know who I'm coming after. I know who I'm going to be targeting. Young Gun, I would never target you because you ain't got nothing I want. I'm a boss. I'm about making paper. And the only way I can make paper is going up to the top. So, Young Gun, we're going to keep this between me and you and the millions of the boss's fans. Well, actually, it's billions, but I ain't want The Rock to get mad at me, okay? So, I'm going to let you know this. If you don't come to the boss correct, even though the boss been laid up for over 30 days in the hospital, and he still was doing better than most people can in a promo game, that's hilarious. But if you don't come correct to the boss, you might as well tell everybody you lost before you started. Because this is boss level, and I'm out.
Your winner, the Young Gun! The Young Gun, Stephen Faison, getting the big victory at the big event. Ladies and gentlemen, he is someone that is not to be taken lightly, but now it has come to this. It has culminated to the biggest match of the second night of the biggest show that we have ever had. The FTW Heavyweight Championship match between Era of Reality's Mr. Wallace and the original and only reigning FTW Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Haywood. These two have been counting down the days, literally, for this encounter to come by. They've gone face to face day after day, and it has come to this. Waiting in the wings, desperately wanting a shot, DB Greatness. Let us take you now to the main event of the second night of FTW Mania. It's the championship match between Mr. Wallace and Hollywood Haywood.
Hollywood Haywood and Mr. Wallace. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
If you haven't been keeping up with what Hollywood Haywood and Mr. Wallace, please don't forget the Mr. have been doing, you are missing out. And a few of you should be taking notes because they have been putting on a clinic, building to what will be the most epic, important match at FTW Mania when they go one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I, for one, cannot wait.
The future of FTW depends on this matchup. It is your two alpha males. It is your two best competitors in FTW. And I, for one, cannot fucking wait to see this matchup.
This is where Mr. Wallace is going to come out swinging.
It is definitely the main event of all main events. This is one of the biggest matches that I can remember that is just monumental. Because on one side, you have Mr. Wallace that has done work and beat everybody and gotten so many wins here. You have Hollywood Haywood. Undefeated in singles matches. He's the only FTW champion since there's been a champion. And nobody's been able to beat him. Mr. Wallace has the best chance out of anybody here in FTW to beat Hollywood Haywood. That's just facts. That's just absolute facts. Mr. Wallace is just on fire, unstoppable. I mean, he's dropping the countdowns. I mean, he's countdown the days till he takes out Hollywood Haywood and then turning around and Hollywood Haywood is doing the same thing. He's dropping countdowns. He's making sure that you don't forget that Hollywood Haywood is in this and he's the champion.
The FTW World Championship has been the apex prize of our fine promo league since its inception. And never before have I witnessed two men show such dedication in their commitment to being the winner. Surely, once the match has ended and either Hollywood Haywood or Mr. Wallace emerges as the champion, it will be a feat worth celebrating and a fight to write history over.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
And I say you get that whole Hollywood Haywood a championship, he could dodge a Mr. Wallace. Please say the Mr. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Hollywood, where the proof is in the pudding. After winning that championship at Tournament of the Power, what did your little hoe ass do right after winning it? Oh my gosh. So nobody was worthy in FTW for the first chance to get that championship off your shoulder. Oh no, you had to go give it to a clown from RWPWF. Oh, the second time you defended, somebody in FTW has to be worthy to challenge you for that championship again. No. You had to find the magician that was pulling rabbits and cars and holes out of his ass from HSP. Oh, he was the only person worthy of challenging you for that title, huh? So there wasn't a such thing as air reality making noise in this promo verse. So there wasn't a such thing as Mr. Wallace making noise in this promo verse. Oh, lo and behold, your third time defending your belt. And you finally picked somebody from FTW to challenge. And it was Trent. The same motherfucker I beat down. Surely, you got to stop avoiding Mr. Wallace because the whispers are there in the locker room. I heard it, so I know you heard it. The whispers had to been reaching your ears from the promo verse because I heard them. Because while you was making your name pop in the promo verse, so was Mr. Wallace. But I was doing it all in the name of FTW, unlike you was doing it to make sure Hollywood Haywood stay hot. And lo and behold, the last time you defended that championship belt, it has to be against Mr. Wallace. No, it was against Hot Sauce. Oh, I mean Hotsome. The same motherfucker I beat down. So stop running and hiding like the little coward you are, Haywood, and get this ass whooping. Maybe, just maybe, you can go on vacation after I win this championship. Spend time with your family. Get more personal time with your lady. Maybe you can do something like crocheting. Go knit a sweater. Or how about go get a fucking life. Go get a clue. Go do something. Mr. Wallace, please say to Mr. Don't give a damn what you do because it's been enough ducking and hiding and running from Mr. Wallace. And all in all, at the end of this, Haywood, you still can't measure up to what I do. Because even when it comes to even comparing factions, I mean, you ran like a coward on those LFS boys. They give a damn about FTW, and that's how I know you definitely don't give a damn about FTW. Yo, ugly Bruce Arians looking ass ran out faster than Antonio Brown left that damn New York Jets stadium. And left LFS boys high and dry because in the end, it's always been about Hollywood Haywood. Get that package ready. My address is 4312 Snap Turtle Drive, Cary, North Carolina, 27519. And you better ship that damn belt to me fast. And it better not have no blemishes or chips on it. Because you're looking at the true face of FTW.
Lights, camera, action!
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
FTW Premier Promo League, welcome to the show of shows, the main event. Night 2 of FTW Mania, Hollywood Haywood versus Wallace for the FTW Premier Promo League World Championship. And let me tell you, it has been a journey to get here. It has been a journey to get in this ring and look across and see Wallace and know that he has just one more day till he wakes up and realizes that this was the worst mistake of his life. He has just one more day till he wakes up and realizes that he will always be second best. You see, we've done this incredible countdown to FTW Mania. But what we haven't told you, what he's conveniently left out, and what I waited for just the right moment to tell you, is that every time that Wallace wants something, every time that Wallace tries for something, every single damn thing that Wallace has tried to accomplish, he has failed. And the person who has come in and picked up the slack, representing this brand in other promotions, the person who has come in and took every dream that Wallace has ever had and made it a dream of his own, is right here. You're looking at him, Hollywood Haywood. His nightmares have become my dreams. His failures have become my accomplishments. And his faults have become my strengths. And if you don't believe me, why don't I let our very own announcer, RYK, remind you that I don't tell lies? You see, it wasn't just 2 months ago that Wallace, he wanted something, he wanted it really bad. It was that WGP World Championship. And well, if you know Hollywood Haywood, you know that I like to prove things. I like to show you the proof. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy.
Chaos defends against Mr. Wallace and the man that earned his way into this title match, Hollywood Haywood. Let's take you to the feature contest of the day.
Oh! Do you see this, Wallace? Does this look familiar to you? Do you remember this?
Hollywood Haywood! In a match that needed 4 judges to decide a winner, Hollywood Haywood emerges as the new WGP World Champion.
And maybe you still don't get it, Wallace. Maybe that's not enough proof for you as to why I'm always going to be better than you. But take a look at this. Do you remember? Do you remember Wreck the Halls and Revolution when you in the era of reality tried to capture the Revolution Tag Team Championships? And it was yet another disappointment. Well, let's fast forward a couple of months to Fatal Attraction, when me and my tag team partner won the Revolution Tag Team Championships. And this is what you heard.
Wallace, that you just couldn't do. You see, that's how I know that in one more day, you're going to just be disappointed again. Just like all those times you tried to beat A-List Alverson. But in Heart and Soul Promotions, I've beaten him twice. That's why I'm the Soulfire champion. You see, in one more day, Wallace, all that will be left for you is for you to possibly, maybe have a career as the animated version of yourself from Bebe's Kids. Because let's be honest, the only match you'll be able to get after this in one more day is a match against Beaker. Because you see why you're out there getting frustrated trying to gain titles. My title reigns, they don't die. They multiply.
Your winner, Mr. Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the first time since the first time that we can say we have a new FTW Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Wallace.
Congratulations, Lamar, my old friend. But where's my congratulations?
I am the very best that does.
Where's my congratulations? I am now DB Platinum, which means I have the Platinum Guarantee. And I'm challenging you for the FTW Premier Promo League World Heavyweight Championship soon. Enjoy the title while you still can.